Alright, there we go. We should be live now here on YouTube. Just getting ready for the start of the Xfinity Series race here. Leaderboard isn't working today for whatever reason, so we got no leaderboard. I apologize. I will refresh it somewhat frequently throughout it, and I will definitely try and keep you guys updated on the running order. Also, I can brighten that screen way up so I can actually see it without having to squint. But, yeah, we're getting ready, though. They're rolling on track already, so we should be ready to go. Let me see if there is anything I can do with getting something up. Let's see. NASCAR Drive. Maybe I can get some onboard cameras without taxing my computer too badly. Let's see if that'll even load. If it does start to lag or tax my computer, I might not stick with it, but we'll see what we can do. Oh, okay. We might have an attempt at a leaderboard here. Not my normal leaderboard I would normally go with, but yeah, working on some stuff because trying to work with. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Oh, man. It is warm this afternoon. As we've had on and off thunderstorms here, so. Let's see. I don't know for sure if the stream is going to be able to handle this. I'm gonna have to wait and see if it can even handle it before I commit to it. Yeah, it looks like it's slowing down, so I'm gonna try and gonna see what I can do to stop that. Because I'm not trying to again, I just want a leaderboard, honestly. Now, here we go. Alright, here we go. Let's, I'm gonna really quickly, try and get this, resized, because, yeah, this is the best thing I can do for, trying to give you guys a, leaderboard. Alright, let's go with just top 15. Top 15. Now we don't have a lap count. That's gonna be the big thing. We're lacking from the normal leaderboard, but at least we got something. All right. Hopefully this is gonna be a little better than it was, because yeah, I know my I was taxing the system quite a bit there with that, trying to see if I can get some video feed going, but we at least got a leaderboard going that hopefully won't be too taxing. Again, if it is, hopefully it won't be too bad, but yeah, so we got ourselves the car numbers at least. Driver names aren't up there, but I think the only part-timer that's up there, we got Austin Dillon driving the number 10 car today. Parker Retzloff is full-time in that 31 car this year. And then, I don't think if there's any other part-timers up there. Don't think so. I also don't have names for me to reference. Let me see if I can pull it up on my other monitor. I'm going to try and pull up the regular leaderboard. If this works, I'm going to be... And I got it up on the regular one. Okay, give me a second, guys. Are you kidding me? Like, literally as soon as I go and figure out a solution. Alright, give me a second to go ahead and try and fix this. But yeah, of course it starts working normally as soon as I go and decide to try and think up some other solution to the problem. Because there was no guarantee it was going to be ready in time. And they're going green right now while we're still trying to get this done. Try and be quick about it, but yeah. So we got the leaderboard at least, but so at least they didn't like decide that they're not going to do the leaderboard anymore because of people like me potentially. Because I would have felt bad if they got rid of it because of this. Because I'm very welcome to hear. Oh yeah, I need to scroll down. All right. Yeah, just trying to get the leaderboard sorted right now while we've got the first few laps going on. Luckily, New Hampshire is not exactly the action track. Alright. Oh, come on. Alright, let's try enlarging that. That way I can try and more precisely... Alright, there we go. Alright, so we got that all set. Leaderboard. And yeah, so sorry about the delay in getting this race going, but we're up and going. Justin Allgaier is taking the lead from Chandler Smith, who started on the pole position. John Hunter Nemechek up to second, though, now. Chandler Smith is down to third place. Cole Custer in a high-pressure doubleheader weekend, because I think there's a reason why he's in the Cup races these next 3 weeks. So, yeah. But yeah, Cole Custer though running the Cup and Xfinity race this weekend and the next 2 weekends as well. He will be doubling up in Cup. So yeah, gonna be a good race here. But man, and Josh Berry rounds out your top 5. By the way, oh we got John Hunter Nemechek looking to the bottom of the racetrack. So we got 45 laps here in stage number 1. It's a nice long stage-ish. It'll feel quick because it's New Hampshire. And these laps are very quick here, but yeah. Right now, though, side by side for the lead. Nemechek looking to the inside. Justin Allgaier going into the corner. Allgaier's got the nose ahead, but he's on the top side, and he's having to go a further distance to clear the corner. But he's rolling the middle actually very well, honestly, and I think Justin Allgaier, yep, there we go. He's able to clear back ahead of John Hunter Nemechek here for the time being. Oh, John Hunter Nemechek hits Allgaier on the rear and then goes way to the bottom there. After Allgaier left the bottom wide open, letting Nemechek back to the bottom. I don't know why Allgaier is leaving the bottom open like that. But this should allow John Hunter Nemechek here to go ahead and take the lead, I would imagine. Although, man, Allgaier is getting incredible runs off the top side of the racetrack. I didn't think he was going to have that good of a run off the corners here. But, man, this is a side-by-side battle for the lead, though. It's going well. I don't know what they've done in terms of track prep or whatever, because I know normally they put down that traction compound, whatever it's called at this point, in the second lane to try and make the second lane usable. And for a flat track, there are 2 lanes here, and Nemechek just about clears himself in front of John Hunter Nemechek. Nemechek had to lift to avoid running into the back of the number 20 car. And now they can start settling. Cole Custer has now passed Chandler Smith here for the 4th position here. So here we go. A lot of these drivers, though, have never won here, and some of them have never even seen this racetrack before in competition. But yeah, here we go. Austin Dillon back to 9th here. Again, this is a race that Austin Dillon, I feel, has to have some level of success at, because if he doesn't, I think the question mark is going to be there. Hey, Mystic, how's it going? Rooting for the 11 car? That's Daniel Hemrick. So, alright. I think my pre-race pick was probably going to be Chandler Smith. I didn't think to really think of one before the race, but I was between either Nemechek or Chandler, because I was thinking, and the Toyotas have been very good here, but I like Chandler Smith more, I think, than Nemechek for now. But honestly, when it comes to the Xfinity series, there are so many likable guys, and I really find it hard to dislike any of the drivers too significantly. There's 1 or 2. I'm sure if I look down further through the field, like, I'm not the biggest Austin Dillon fan. Brandon Jones probably on that list of drivers I'm not the biggest fan of, but I mean, even then. But yeah, looking down to the field, though, I'd say majority of them. I'd say probably 3 in the top 15 right now, I would say are not really favorites of mine. But, and those 3 being Jones, Brandon Jones specifically, because I actually quite like Eric Jones when and if he runs Xfinity. Then you've got Austin Dillon in the 10, and then you've got Riley Herbst back in 13, who are probably my 3 least favorite in this race. But even then, I'd be happy to see any of them win. But yeah, bummed I couldn't be at the track today because work decided to keep me here. But we're here and we're ready to go. They're at commercial break, but we're still here. Working on some other things for the live streams. Not sure if we're going to see any changes implemented for tomorrow's live stream in particular, but going forward with the with these broadcasts, there are going to be a few minor changes that you should hopefully start to see the changes being implemented here in the near future. But yeah. Let me know who you guys think is going to win. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to put up the Stage 1 poll that we normally do to try and guess the Stage 1 winner. Who will win Stage 1 at New Hampshire? Yeah, I really should have insisted for at least Sunday off. That way, even if I couldn't be at the track, I would love to cover the IndyCar race, especially where it's Peacock only. Because I know not everybody has Peacock. Oh, uh-oh. What did I bring up? Alright, here we go. John Hunter. Name. Check. Justin. All. Wow. Wow, I can't believe I didn't sneeze there. I thought I was for sure about to sneeze. Alright. All Geyer. I'm not used to spelling these Xfinity names. But, yeah, one of the last regular season races here before the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs begin. They got, I think, 9 races to go is what they said, so pressure is going to start to mount, especially for some of these guys near that cut line in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. But for right now, though, let's see. What are the point standings in Xfinity looking like? I know Kligerman's just on the outside looking in. Riley Herbst only 6 points in, and actually they just decided to talk about the playoff bubble themselves. So Riley Herbst, as they run right now, has a 1 point edge on Kligerman. So they're running right around each other, too. They're running 11th and 12th. But, yeah, so right now it's a 5 point edge for Herbst over Kligerman, assuming no new winners. Then you've got Brett Moffitt and Brandon Jones, who are further back and really kind of starting to get towards must-win territory any further back than that, which is worrisome because of just how many races they still have left to go, and there's already that many drivers close to must-win. Because Brandon Jones comes into this race 81 points out, which is at the limit of what I would expect someone to be able to pull off in one race on their own. But, yeah, here we go. But, yeah, let me know who you guys think is going to win this one, though. I'd love to find out. Alright, so here we go. Allgaier and Nemechek, though. Right now, these two, Allgaier is not leaving Nemechek alone to just kind of ride it in front. Allgaier standing right on his rear bumper and gonna force him to be perfect or risk losing some spots here. Because if he gets that inside, I guarantee other drivers are gonna try and pounce too. But yep, here we go. Yeah, the 20 is not going to make it easy to pass. I can pretty much guarantee you that. But, yeah, right now, though, the big benefit here for Allgaier is that the 20 doesn't really have any teammates or manufacturer teammates that are going to be getting lapped early on. There are, the only Toyotas in the field are competitive Toyotas, so it'll be hard to really see them going anywhere but to the front of the field. So, potentially being able to even find a Chevy teammate that's willing to put some blocks for you and make Nemechek's day harder. It's early, so I don't know if you'll necessarily see that level of gamesmanship showing up already, but yeah. Here we go. So it looks like we got people thinking it's going to be John Hunter Nemechek winning this first stage. Anybody think otherwise? Because if so, go ahead and let us know in the poll. But yeah, thank you guys, by the way, for everybody that's tuned in here on this Saturday afternoon for this race. Austin Hill, weird to see Austin Hill not running well. He's been absolutely dominating most of the rest of the season. Oh, man. Here we go. So, yeah. I'm going to be putting out a shorter version of my Fantasy Friday from yesterday as a YouTube short here, like just after the conclusion of the race, or even, yeah, probably it'll be just after the race. So, after this one gets done, if you guys want to check that out, or the long form video is already up on the channel for some NASCAR fantasy advice if any of you guys play the NASCAR fantasy game on the app. And here we go. Allgaier making some move around the outside. Wow. AJ, or not AJ, that's Justin Allgaier, JA, making it around the outside. And here we go. And now you got Nemechek trying to hold strong on the inside, but holding strong on the inside is not going to be easy as he's John Hunter Nemechek ends up in behind the 7 here as he comes off the corner. Goes back to the inside here. Can Nemechek get it? I don't know. That momentum is going to be tough to beat here. And the 7 is able to clear, so here we go. Again, the potential gamesmanship here of drivers trying to potentially try and pin other drivers behind lap cars. That's going to be part of this game here at New Hampshire. It's going to be how you work lap traffic as the 20 car looks to the inside as they're going to commercial break, it looks like, yet again. But yeah, right now, though, this lap traffic is playing a major factor here in whether or not these guys are going to end up winning this race. Oh, man. Here we go. Okay, so I guess they're not going to commercial break. They pulled up the leaderboard like they normally do right before they go to commercial break. But I say we still got a side-by-side battle here for the lead. And yeah, no, it looks like they aren't going to commercial break. Oh! Contact made, and the 20 goes for a big slide, but he stays side by side. And Cole Custer is right there waiting to pounce here. And here we go. Here we go, here we go. Let's say, now Allgaier is able to get clear of the 20 and able to settle into the race lead here. And yeah, it's going to be a tough one here. But yeah, here we go. So yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting to see what the drivers are going to do here. But Nemechek has Custer breathing down his neck for the second spot. Meanwhile, he's also trying to mount a charge himself on the 7. So here we go. And they're going to a side-by-side commercial now for this one. But yeah, here we go. Oh, man. So, here we go. How's everybody doing, though? Let me know who you got. Let me know who you guys' favorite NASCAR Cup drivers are racing this weekend, because I'd love to kind of hear that so I know who potentially who to focus on for for tomorrow. But yeah. Of course, like and subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos, and so that YouTube knows to share this live stream with as many people as possible, because I'd love to get a nice big group discussion going here. But yeah, right now though, here we go. Oh man, here we go. So again, right now, John Hunter Nemechek is trying his best to hold off Cole Custer here. So anybody thinking Allgaier might be able to hold off for this win here? 10 laps to go, if anyone hasn't already selected. But here we go. Man. Yep, so yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting it out here. That Daytona regular season finale for the Cup cars is going to be crazy, though, especially if the playoffs stay even remotely close to what they are currently with McDowell being on the inside looking out, but McDowell also being one of the best plate racers. But yeah, right now though, we are just kind of getting ready here for this race. I did not think to grab water. That's maybe the big thing. In between stages 1 and 2, I will probably go grab some water because I am going to need it here. But yeah, right now though, again, the wow. I'm going to say Allgaier finally stretching that lead out a little bit. Meanwhile, the rest of the field is about a second and a half back or so. But yeah, here we go. But yeah, so see Sam Mayer battling with Daniel Hemrick here for the race lead. It's an interesting battle. I'm gonna say Daniel Hemrick much older here than Sam Mayer, so yeah, let's see what can Mayer learn potentially from Hemrick. Although learning from drivers at this point is kind of like Russian roulette because it depends on who you listen to. But yeah, here we go. Man. I say Allgaier would love to get the win here today. I'm sure he wants to see this race end up as a win for him. So, man. Oh, we got a yellow flag for the number 38. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Gonna bring out a last minute yellow here for the stage. Oh, no. I think I accidentally started up Kyle Weatherman's radio. Oh, it's Chris Hacker in the 38. I didn't realize Chris Hacker was in the Xfinity race today. Oh, it's going to end the stage? No, I want to see a 2-lap restart. So let's see. Is it going to be Allgaier? We're going to have to wait and see, but... So supposedly this is... Yep, that ends the stage, so... Stage winner is Justin Allgaier, and nobody got that one right. Wow, normally we have at least somebody who gets it right. But yeah, as I said though, I'm gonna grab a full water bottle or two while we have this commercial break here. I'm gonna go and run a quick ad as well, and I'll be right back. Alright. Here we go. We're back. Alright, here we go. Ooh, Raja Caruth with issues. Come on! Can the kid have a break? Seriously. Are you kidding me? What happened to Caruth? He was... I mean, it wasn't like he was having a fantastic day or anything, but it was still really early and... Looks like an engine looks like an engine blew up. Come on! So, yeah, man. That's a bummer. I didn't want to see that. But, yeah, so right now, though, we're back and getting ready to go. They're doing pit stops right now. Let's see. Custer, Allgaier, and Nemechek. Currently, the three doing pit stops right now. Let's see. Custer's off. Allgaier's off. And now Nemechek is released. He was further down pit road, though. Looks like it's going to be Chandler Smith to the lead with 4 tires. Looks like 2 tires for Allgaier. And 2 tires wasn't enough for Allgaier to hold the lead? Are you kidding me? Okay, let's see. He overshot pit. He overshot the pit box, so they had to back him up to get him into his pit box. That makes sense as to why he didn't actually maintain the lead that he had when he took 2 tires versus 4. Because that number 1 pit box is good. I don't know if it's that good. But yeah, so we'll get the poll up though. Probably about 10 laps in, but man, these stages are going nice and quick though. Another 45 lapper, wow. But yeah, here we go. But yeah, right now we're just kind of getting ready for this one to go back racing. But man, that was pretty good. Whew, man. But yeah, so far though, Allgaier and Nemechek seeming like they're gonna be some of the strong contenders to win, and certainly it looks like a win will pass through one of those two for sure. If you want to win, you'll have to do it by beating one of those two at the least, if not both of them. But yeah, so again, thank you guys for everybody that's tuning in here. Of course, if you guys are new, hit the like button and subscribe so that you guys don't miss any future live streams. I'll be back again tomorrow for the NASCAR Cup Series race, and obviously we still got a long way to go here at New Hampshire as well. Oh, okay, so it was supposed to be a 4-tire stop for Allgaier. Changed to they called the audible for 2 tires when he slid over the line. So they thought track position was more important than grabbing 4 tires here. Even now that was mainly because of the mistake. They figured that they needed to make sure that they didn't lose more track position because of the mistake. So they actually called the audible there for 2. Impressive job. So good job on Allgaier's team. One, to not end up accidentally pitting the car over the line, because if they weren't sure about that, that could have been really bad. Oh, never mind. So they have assessed that the 7 must have done something, because they are handing a pitting outside the pit box penalty here to the driver of the number 7 car, Justin Allgaier. So Allgaier going to the rear of the field. So they gave up their spot for nothing. Or they gave up the 2. They went for the 2 tires, and they are going to be starting tail into the field regardless here. Man, that's rough. I mean, come on. Of all the times he could have looked the other way. Also, I thought they caught it. I thought that they had. I didn't think they pit ahead, but I guess we'll have to wait and see here. But yeah, so now it's going to be much harder, and we're going to get to see a fun race here, because Allgaier is going to have to come through the field. But yeah. Okay, so it was a single lug nut that they took off the car. One lug nut, and they penalize him for it. Because that is technically service outside the pit box, but they're coming down now. They're going to get their other 2 tires. So they'll have 4 tires at least, but they're going to be starting to tail into the field, which is not great. I mean, come on. Of all the times, NASCAR, that we could have looked the other way or bent the rule. So it's going to be hard for Allgaier to come back for this one, but he got the speed to do it, so. But yeah, right now though, here we go. Right now we're just kind of waiting for them to go back racing. We should hopefully be getting the choose cone this time, I think, based on the progress we've had under the yellow. But yeah, so tough call, but honestly, as much as I say the one time we could have let a rule get bent, I will say credit to NASCAR for operating by the rule. Let's just hope that there isn't any further instances where they look the other way at this same type of thing. Like still tightening tires as the driver rolls out the pit box. But yeah, for right now though, I guess credit to NASCAR for operating by the rule. We'll see if that stays that way. Alright, so here we go. So yeah, right now they're at a commercial break and we're just kind of waiting it out here. Man, these yellows take a long time. I mean, we had the caution come out like 2-3 laps before the end of the stage. We've been yellow for almost 10 laps. Are you kidding me? And what are the lap times under the yellow? They're like they're a minute and a half, so we've been yellow for almost 15 minutes. Are you kidding me, NASCAR? I mean, I'm glad we've been moving very fast on the track, but let's go. But, yeah, here we go. So it's Chandler Smith, Nemechek, Austin Hill, Brandon Jones, Josh Berry, the top 10. Or the top 5, I mean. How's Jeremy Clements doing? He is currently running 13th, which is pretty good. Especially considering we've seen one of the Alpha Prime cars with a blown motor. We saw one of the Ryan Sieg cars with spun out. Not sure what caused Chris Hacker's spin. We haven't seen that one yet. And then we also just saw Justin Allgaier slip through his pit box, and they ended up loosening a single lug nut before getting the car back into its pit box. And that was pitting the car while it was outside the box. So, Justin Allgaier starting at the tail end of the field. Rajah Caruth probably out for the race. And then you've got and then you've got yourself the 38 of Chris Hacker, which I'm not really sure what caused the spin. Alright, here we go. Now we can settle in for the race. To go back green. They've doubled up and the lights are off on the pace car, so that means we're going green this time. Let me go ahead and actually see if I can upload my short while we're doing this. Multitask here. But yeah, so here we go. My pre-race pick was in the panic of the moment because I didn't have one when we went green. I kind of preemptively picked Chandler Smith, although I think from watching the first stage, it looks like John Hunter Nemechek certainly has the better car. But that pit crew is able to get Chandler Smith back out in front of the field. But here we go, John Hunter Nemechek on the inside. He's going to try and... Nemechek's going to try and take this lead back. So, yeah, that's who I've got. Is I'm taking Chandler Smith here. And, yeah, wow, Brandon Jones in the middle of 3 wide there. That's crazy. But, yeah, it looks like Chandler Smith decided to not really fight too hard for that lead, mainly to try and avoid losing spots to everybody else behind him. I was like, Clements has a pretty good chance here. The biggest question is surviving the race. Because so far, from what I know of the Xfinity series, which is a fair amount, these races tend to have a fair amount of crashes and can collect people who did nothing wrong. I mean, even in practice earlier this weekend, we saw, not Sheldon Creed, Ryan Sieg lose his brakes going into turn 1, wiped out himself and Kaz Gralla. Nothing either one could have done, but the brakes just failed. So there's a lot of crazy stuff that can happen, but I think I'd say I expect that he could get a top 10. I think top 5 might be a little optimistic there, but I think a top 10 is very much in the realm of possibility here. But yeah, especially right now where we've got a lot of teammates up here near the front. I mean, you got Barry, you got Jones. So that's two of the junior motorsports cars. You got both the Stuart Haas cars. So you got people that are probably not playing too rough with each other, especially all the Chevys. Probably working together here pretty well, but yeah. So yeah, right now though, Riley Herbst looking pretty good. That's not bad. I'll probably upload my short at the second stage finish when I'm, or if we get another long yellow here. But yeah, right now though, honestly, this race is going by really quick. We're over 50 laps into this thing. We're already over 25% of the way through this race. So, man, as I say, race is going very fast compared to some of these races likened to drag. I think that's one of the best things about the Xfinity series, or about New Hampshire, I mean, is that these races never feel like they take a long time. Normally, I'm in the grandstands, and that's a little bit of a detractor. I hate the fact that I go to the track when I go to the track, and it feels like the race doesn't take very long because it's like, well, I barely got here, and I got to see a full race. Last year, got to see Christopher Bell go and win the race at where was it? Or yeah, his first race at New Hampshire in the Cup Series. He's undefeated in Xfinity. And now Christopher Bell is on the pole position here at New Hampshire for tomorrow's NASCAR Cup Series race, and I think the rest of the field should be beginning their plan. Like, is there going to be like a collective fund for all the teams that aren't Joe Gibbs Racing to be like, hey, everybody donate in, say, 10 grand towards the penalty for somebody to take out, to go and take out Christopher Bell at the start, because Christopher Bell is going to be tough to beat tomorrow. Cole Custer does look good today. I'm curious to see what he's going to look like tomorrow in a Rick Ware car, because I feel like I think there's a reason he's in the Cup Series for 3 races here. I think they want to do a trial to kind of see where he's at now after this partial season back in Xfinity. See if he's improved his racecraft enough to potentially move back up if Almirola is not there. And if he is not ready, I think then they potentially start looking elsewhere at other candidates for the potential 10 car. Again, assuming that I think right now it's probably a 60% chance that Almirola does retire this year. Certainly no guarantee, but I wouldn't say it's impossible here to assume that we could see a Eric Almirola retiring here. I think he's got one more year on his deal, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough one though. Oh, yellow flag. What's yellow for? Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Chad Fincham on pit road. He's got the hood up before he's even gotten to his pit box, but stalled on pit road, and I guess that's the caution? Seems weird because we've seen lesser stuff we've seen more major stuff get ignored for a yellow. But yeah, I mean, I know probably the most blatant example of that was that stupid tire caution at Kansas. What was that? 2021, 2022, 2020? Yeah, I think it was 2021 when they had the stupid tire caution where there was a tire in the infield at Kansas for like 10, 15 laps, and they were just waiting for both Stenhouse and whoever else to all come to pit road and ultimately give up any shot at the race win, which they should have had. I mean, they got lucky, and then NASCAR decided to try and remove the luck from them. I think it was it Buscher? Trying to remember who the other car that got wrong. I remember Stenhouse was one of the two that was still out there when the tire ended up out there. But yeah. Here we go. So they've got this. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and upload this short here. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can do here. So I thought they were about to go to commercial break, but it sounds like they're about to open pit road here, and they're going to show the pit road, obviously. All right, let's see who all's coming to pit road here. Nobody. Absolutely no way. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, come on, NASCAR. You show the panoramic of cars coming into the pits, but then it was a red car and somebody else behind him, but I couldn't tell what red car. Might have been Allgaier, although I think it would have been very weird for Allgaier to have already been on pit road here. Alright, so yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting on the, actually, while we got the, I almost completely forgot, we're halfway through the stage, and let's get this poll up for who's going to win stage 2. Alright, so it's John Tur Name Check Chandler Only 20 laps to go, and the pace car is coming off pit road here. So green flag. Whoa, we got a caution already. Back half the field piles up. Oh no! Allgaier's involved. Parker Kligerman with damage. Anthony Alfredo, I think, is in the mix. Uh-oh. No. But that's big damage for Kligerman. Big damage for Ryan Sieg. The 91's in it. Oh no, the 51's in it. Jeremy Clemens. Dang. Yeah, that was a big wreck there. A lot of wrecked race cars there, but yeah, oh man, that's some damage there on Jeremy Clemens' car. Hopefully they can get that thing at least back to the pits there. So yeah, no idea what caused that stack up. We'll have to wait and see that one, but man. That was a big pile up there at the back half of the field. So, something checked up Kligerman, I guess. I'm not sure what happened to Kligerman's car. I didn't actually see any actual damage there. Oh, it was a stack up way ahead of them. Yeah, no, okay. So, yeah. So, let's see. So, yeah, so it was a stack up in the back. I think it was in behind Custer, I think was the first one who really didn't launch there. At least he's the one I'm seeing right now that didn't launch. Alright, let's see. You can launch there. But yeah, so that field entirely accordioned. So yeah, so the top line pretty much entirely accordion there, but yeah, that was a big pile up. We'll have to wait and see how the damage is on some of the guys like Clements and Allgaier, but safe to say that's not going to help any of their days that weren't really going well to begin with. But yeah. Alright, so here we go. Man, that was a big wreck, but ideally it actually gives me time to keep getting this short uploaded. But yeah, that was a big stack up there, though. So yeah, John Nemechek definitely playing games. But again, I think he handled it okay. I think there was maybe better ways to handle that restart, but yeah. Nothing though that the front row I think necessarily did wrong outside of again just trying to play games that NASCAR lets them. But yeah, Kligerman's car is behind the wall, so he is done for the day. But yeah, I didn't even think about that. The regular season championship, that's gonna hurt Allgaier's in not getting that one. Hey, at least Allgaier did get some points, though, by winning Stage 1. Alright. Alright, there we go. Short is published for you guys. So for anyone who likes shorts content or missed my earlier video, I just went and uploaded my short talking about the NASCAR fantasy picks for this for tomorrow's race at New Hampshire. But of course, we still got a long way to go here. And say only one Toyota in the top 13. Where is this? Let's see where the second Toyota is running. So the other Toyotas are 14th, 15th, 16th, and 19th. So now, granted, it doesn't help that there's only like 5 Toyotas in the whole field when you factor in. Yeah, there's literally 5 Toyotas in the entire field. So 5 out of 38. So that's literally almost 1 in 8 drivers is a Toyota. Now, granted, the Toyotas are typically some of the best. But, yeah. But, here we go. Man. All right, here we go. So IndyCar heading to Toronto tomorrow. Unfortunately, it starts before I get home from work, so I won't get to see the whole race. I'll try and start my broadcast maybe even a little early to catch the end of the Toronto race at least. But yeah, it's gonna be a rough. It's gonna be a tough one because I'm gonna try and at least again focus is gonna be on the Cup cars tomorrow for sure. But I love the IndyCar series though, especially getting to see them on some street courses where NASCAR is dabbling in the street course realm. I'm trying to get rid of some of these extra tabs that I don't really need up right now because I'm seeing a little bit of lag on my end. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, I don't. Hard to tell actually on the replay. I'm almost questioning whether or not Nemechek hit the brakes. It's hard to tell because it's pretty obvious that I think the rest or that the rest of the field kind of jumped it, thinking that he was gonna go and he didn't. Uh-oh. Stream. Did the stream die? Nope. Okay, we're good. Trying to figure out because I follow the chat on my phone as well here. But man, so there's Ryan C. He's out of his car, which means he's out of the race, unfortunately. Alright, so here we go. Oh, why does it keep saying that my broadcast is over for the Xfinity cars. Here we go. Alright, so they're showing a replay here. They're not actually going green, so it's a long yellow, that's for sure. Okay. Hey, based on the tachometer or whatever that they're showing with the speeds, he did actually hold a consistent speed. It just looked, I guess, like he was brake checking. But yeah, that's what happens when you play games here. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So Austin Dillon on pit road here. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh, and my broadcast is buffering. Well, let me see what I can do about that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to go and clear out my old broadcasts. Because, yeah, those are going to be massive. Alright, man, my computer is not liking this for whatever reason. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that'll start to improve the lag, because, yeah, that should free up a couple hundred, few gigabytes from the, because, I mean, that's the whole live streams. I try and save them for the potential of going back for clips and stuff later on, but obviously that takes up a lot of space on the hard drive. And at this point in the week, I've got most every clip I could imagine that I needed out of that. Even though I'd like to imagine that there were other clips I should have grabbed. Hard when the stage 2 and the race both ended under yellow last week, so. Here we go. Okay, why is this not trying to figure out what I need to do to try and make this broadcast smoother here? Alright, here we go. So they're coming up to the choose cone here. So here we go. Nemechek going back to that outside lane here. Chandler Smith to the inside. Barry, Herbst, Custer, Hill, Mayer, Hemrick, Burton, and Gralla. Those are your first few rows there. So here we go. Alright, so there we go. Hopefully that's back to normal there. We got 10 laps to go here at New Hampshire. This is going to be crazy. I guarantee they aren't done playing games, because there's a lot to be gained by playing games here. But yeah, here we go. Pace cars off, diving for cover, and we're getting ready to go back racing. And here we go. They appear to go a little bit better this time. And yeah, certainly much cleaner this time. But yeah, green flag's out and they are racing here. And Nemechek does get the lead into turn 1. So I guess whatever he did, it worked. Even though it didn't end up wrecking the field it didn't end up wrecking the field this time. So then you got the two Stewart-Haas cars side by side for third. It looks like, or no, side by side for fourth there. Josh Berry got through and up to the top 10 there, or up to the top 5 even. But yeah, here we go. All right, we're back. Hopefully, connection's gonna be strong from here on. But yeah, man. Ooh, yeah. Just kind of keeping an eye on the rest of the field, but man, right now they're just kind of settling in here. Hopefully, I would hate to think that they're gonna end up wrecking again here, but we got 7 laps left, so if there is a spin here soon, we might end up seeing one more restart in this stage. But again, I think that would be unlikely here. Oh, and the 24 into the fence, and we got another yellow for Mosak. Connor Mosak with a hits the fence and slapped the fence, but he's still rolling pretty straight here, and we've got ourselves a yellow flag. Let me try refreshing this real quick. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that'll help as well. But yeah, he went really long slide, hit the wall, but I'm kind of surprised he kept going after that. Normally when we see him tag like that, they end up going and piling up, but assuming there isn't a ton of debris and there's no worry about fluid, we could see this thing go back racing with like 2 laps to go here in stage number 2. It's going to be tough, but I think we could see it happen. Pit road is open. They are expecting to go back racing. Everybody's pitting. Why is everybody pitting? I mean, I know you say otherwise you get buried, I guess, deep in the field in terms of track position, and we've yet to see anyone really prove that they can get through the field in order to show that they can get a win here. But I don't know, if I'm someone further back in the pack, I'm gonna stay out here and try and get some points, especially if I'm not locked in already. If I were Herbst, I definitely would have stayed out here, trying to get some points, capitalize on the fact that Kligerman is not having the best of days. But there we go. Nemechek over Barry for the first spot here. So here we go. Alright, so let's get ready to roll. We're also about a month out from the new Madden game. about 1 month out from the new Madden game. Just trying to go through in my head some of the other things. Looking forward to. We got obviously New Hampshire Cup tomorrow. So we got Richmond, Michigan, some of the upcoming races. Obviously, Indianapolis Road Course, Daytona regular season finale. Are we really only like 4 or 5 races left? So it certainly is getting later in the regular season, especially in terms of looking at Elliott's point gap. He's going to have to earn the points back here at some point. But yeah, Parker Retzloff, Sammy Smith, Sheldon Creed looking like they're the front 3. So here we go. So Sam Mayer did not want to pit there, or the Sam Mayer team, it sounds like, didn't want their driver to pit there, but he did. He followed the leaders, and here we go. Pace cars off. Sammy Smith and Parker Retzloff on the front row, and ooh, a lot of wheel spin there for the 31. 31 with a ton of wheel spin there. And let's see. Off the corner, it looks like Sammy Smith on the inside might start to get the edge, although here we go. Here comes Parker Retzloff. Can Retzloff do it? Here we go. 2 laps to go. It's coming. This is the white flag. Sammy Smith, Parker Retzloff, Sheldon Creed. Those 2 fighting behind him might end up giving this giving Sammy Smith here a bit of leeway here to make it. But let's see. Down the back straightaway for the final time here in stage number 2. You've got Parker Retzloff and Sheldon Creed gonna fight it out for position number 2. Sammy Smith, though, in position number 1, is gonna steam away here and uncontested. Sammy Smith gets stage 1, and Parker Retzloff fights back and gets second place in the stage. Josh Williams was the top 5 in the stage. Nice to see And something happened with Clements there near the end? I'm gonna say I didn't see Clements up there, so did you? Jeremy Clements is up to he's up to the top 20, and he is somehow still on the lead lap, which is incredible. But yeah. So Sammy Smith did end up winning the stage, though. So. So unfortunately, yet again, we end up with an O on the results here. So we've had 8 votes so far, and nobody's been able to guess a vote right here. We're going into the final stage, otherwise known as the rest of the race. It's going to be 110 laps here to the finish. The only race that isn't like that is the Coca-Cola 600, is the only one that has 4 stages. The rest, it's 3 stages. So you have your stage 1, stage 2, and then essentially the rest of the race. You could call it stage 3 if you want, the final stage, or just the rest of the race. However you want to refer to it. But yeah, that's how NASCAR races are broken down here. But yep, here we go. Man. Yeah, so final round, final stage. They've got 110 laps left in the race in total between now and the checkered flag flying and the winner being decided. Tomorrow's race, I don't know what the stage breakdown is. I think normally it's 75, 75, and then the final 151. for the Cup, but I don't know if that's the breakdown this year because at a lot of these short tracks, they seem to like to mess with the stage lengths for Cup. Try and make that second stage ridiculously long. But I personally really like it when the first and second stage equal out to about half the full Cup distance, or half of the race distance. It's like here we had 45, 45. That brings you out to 90 out of 200 total laps. So, yeah. So, Parker Retzloff coming down pit road. But, hey, you know what? Parker Retzloff got some great points there. Maybe he can stack those into a playoff run here, but I think it's going to take a win for him to make the playoffs. Considering he's over 80 points out right now. So, it would take a big task to try and get back to the lead lap here. But, yeah, the Jordan Anderson Racing team, though, taking time to massage that car, make sure they get it absolutely perfect here for the final stage. Kind of the benefit of pitting here when you know you're not going to lose positions to almost anybody. But, yeah, so right now we're just getting ready here for stage number, for the third and final stage here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I'm just going to run a quick ad while they're doing an ad break, and we'll be right back. But, yeah, here we go. Should be back to, so Joe Graff Jr. up in the top 10. John Hunter Nemechek's made his way through most of the field. Allgaier up there. I think Allgaier might be up there, though, due to strategy here. We'll have to wait and see what ends up happening from all this, but it could be interesting, that's for sure. Yeah, so this final stage is going to be interesting to see what these drivers do when they're on vastly different strategies. So next Saturday at 5 p.m.? They aren't starting till 5 p.m. next Saturday? At Pocono? A track without lights, and they're not starting the Xfinity race till 5 p.m. Why? I mean, I hope it's a fast race, because you got next to no time before the daylight runs out. So, here we go. So, here we go, here we go. This is going to be interesting to see what ends up happening here, the final 100 laps here. And they're doing the choose. They got the cars going left and right here, choosing top or bottom lane here. Man. So, nose is itching so badly right now, but somehow I haven't sneezed yet. Okay, why does it keep crashing on me? But yeah, I actually don't clear out my phone's usage very much. But there we go. I don't know why it's not keeping my why it keeps telling me my stream's ended. My stream is not over right now. We still got a long way to go here. All right, here we go. Green flag is out, and they're racing 18 and the 2 going into the first turn here. So here we go. And say Sandy Smith able to clear out to the lead here early on and able to gap the put a bit of a gap between himself and second place here. Meanwhile, everybody else trying to get single file here, it looks like, although Brandon Jones might be trying to challenge here for the third spot, but it's going to be tough. He's going to lose out the position for now, but he, I'm sure, is not going to be content to just ride here in the back. Or in behind the 20 at least. But he might wait for some teammate help since he's got 4 teammates. That's a 4-car team, and I don't think any of the 4 have actually been taken out through some luck of theirs. But yeah, here we go. Oh, man. So here we go. Just no guy making his way up through this field. Impressive to see him still fighting out here, considering he was involved in that big pile-up wreck that we had. Alright, so here we go. Is this going to be a 1, 2, 3 for Joe Gibbs Racing? Oh! Uh-oh, whatever happened, Austin Dillon and Riley Herbst get tangled up, and we got a yellow flag. Yellow flag. And the 98 goes around, and 98 needed to pad those points over Todd Gilliland. But yeah, right now though. Whew. Oh, that's gonna. Yep, there we go. 98's gonna end his day short of the finish here, and that's gonna help the 48 at least not lose a ton of ground here to the 98. But here we go. All right, let's see what happened here before I end up probably going to the bathroom because I'm starting to need to. And it seems like a good time. Oh, yeah, Herbst just came up and chopped the nose off there on Austin Dillon's car. No contest there. That was Riley Herbst's fault. Well, I would say 95 to 100%, pretty much. So here we go. Here we go. So yeah, it was a big wreck, but yeah, ultimately the result was the same. We have a yellow flag here, and I'm gonna go throw a quick ad, and I'm gonna go use the bathroom, and I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. We're back. Oh, hey, Eric. Hey, Wyatt, how's it going? Alright, we're back, and wow, we've hit 400 concurrent, or not concurrent, but 400 total views on the stream so far. And wow, we've been live for we've only been live for an hour and a half. That's impressive. I thought we'd been live for closing in on 2. But here we go. So we got Allgaier and Sammy Smith. We got people putting in votes of confidence for Allgaier and Sammy Smith here. I think, Nemechek looks the strongest here. My guy is nowhere near that contention spot here at this point. Alright, here we go. They're doubled up. Sammy Smith takes the outside lane. His teammate relegated to that inside line here. Alright, here we go. Pace car is off, and we're green flag racing New Hampshire. My home track, man. Oh, here we go. I wish I could have been there to see this race, because this race has actually been really good. But, yeah, here we go. And say, Jones versus Creed here is the first side-by-side. Meanwhile, those 2 Joe Gibbs cars are absolutely taking off from the front row. Curious to see what Joe Graff Jr. is going to do here while he's further back. But, yeah, here we go. Man. What a day so far, though. Oh. Restart under review. Uh-oh. Let's see. 18 cars control car. I don't think so. I think he launched right at the end of the zone, which is when he would have gotten the okay anyway, even if the 18 waited the entire time. So here we go. So yeah, right now though, it's going to be a battle between these front 2. Chandler Smith battling inside the top 10 just barely. He's up to 9th. So here we go. But Nemechek versus Sammy Smith here for the lead is going to be a tough one. And we are expecting 1 green flag stop potentially here in the race, considering the distance and all that. But, yeah, here we go. With the yellows, we may actually not need the full run to the green. Or we might not need the full run to get a green flag stop. But I hope we get a green flag pit stop at some point in this race. It would be nice. I'll go ahead and switch earbuds here. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Let's see. This is that Toyota update. The 3 Joe Gibbs Toyotas are actually all up in the top 5. Impressive for Joe Graff Jr., a guy I normally don't give a lot of credit to. Not running all that well, but he's running well today, that's for sure. Let's see, what does Sammy Smith do here? But yeah, based on Phoenix earlier this year, I think Sammy Smith should be pretty good here. Phoenix being another flat style 1 mile speedway, so I'd like to imagine that we'll see a pretty good battle here down the stretch. But yeah, here we go. How much of a gap do we think Nemechek is going to build here at this point? Because he's already got a comfortable lead at this point. So as long as he can maintain this gap, I would just worry about trying to match the 31's lap. But yeah, here we go. Alright, so they're doing some more interviews with some of these drivers that were out the race. Here we go. So Ryan Sieg out the race. They're talking with him now. But yeah, here we go, man. Alright, Ryan Sieg calling out the 20 for playing stupid games on the front row with one of the fastest cars. And fair enough, I mean, he was playing stupid games. Problem is that he also needed to an extent. But yeah. Yeah, I've seen, Ryan Sieg Racing is not going to like having 2 race cars out. Here we go. Ooh, wow. Okay, so Ryan Sieg wrecked a road course car here today. Here we go. Oh, man. So far, though, so good. It's actually going pretty well comparatively. So let's see. Joe Graff Jr. is running pretty well for that rotational number 19 car. Here we go. Man. Alright, they're going to side-by-side commercial. We're staying here. But, man. Right now, though, these guys have kind of all settled into lockstep here. Nobody really willing to make a move on anybody else that's also capable of making a move on someone. Because, yeah, I could make a guess. I'd just probably have to, I'd just probably end up making a lot of mistakes and probably ending up in trouble there. Alright, so right now, though, I mean, Parker Retzloff running right ahead of somebody else. Not hard to tell who that is. But I'm impressed so far. No real issues for these drivers. We're 30 laps in. We're about a third of the way in. I'm going to go ahead and start up the poll. Alright, here we go. Motor Speedway. Let's see. John Hunter. Name me check. Sammy Smith. Alright, there we go. There's the official race poll here for New Hampshire. Who do you guys think is going to get this one? Do we think Nemechek holds on? Do we think Sammy Smith finds something? Do we think someone from over 3 seconds back has a shot? I mean, if we get a late race yellow, it's possible, but... But, yeah, here we go. Man. And now, though, it's going to be a interesting fight to see what ends up happening. But so far, though, looks like Nemechek is setting sail for the win. But, yeah, here we go. Let's see. Oh, man. Definitely wish I had time for a nap this afternoon at some point. So we're already closing in on halfway in this final stage, which is incredible. Is this race really going to be over in 2.5 hours? That's pretty good. Let's see what's going to end up happening here. Oh, uh-oh. Wait a minute. Wow, okay. That's a long shot there. Talking about Austin Dillon is one of the drivers who has a potential chance to complete a sweep of the championships here in the top 3 NASCAR ranks, because no driver's ever won a Cup, Xfinity, and Truck championship before. But I don't know if Austin Dillon's the guy to get that one done. But yeah, here we go. So Jeb Burton, they're doing a quick spotlight on. Where's he running? Wow, he's not running inside the top 15. Oh yeah, he's they're in 16th and 17th place right now. All right, so here we go. Man, right now though, definitely it's an interesting race so far, but man, right now though, hopefully the Cup race. I said, imagine the Cup race is going to be a little bit more action packed than this one, but right now, John Hunter Nemechek's just absolutely whopping the field right now. So here we go. So Josh Williams here running inside the top. Is he still inside the top 10? No, he's 18th. Okay. I thought he might have been back up in that top 10. And it's like, nope, not even close. So here we go. Right now, we're just kind of waiting here for something to happen, because right now, Nemechek has now got himself a 3.37 lead here on the field. These are the types of days where I would love to have I would love to have had someone around that could have co-hosted this to keep it interesting, because yeah. But yeah, right now though, we're just kind of waiting it out here. Let's see, battle for 10th between Austin Hill and Justin Allgaier. But yeah, right now though, here we go. Right now, though, as I say, this race has been very much a single file train. One side. I would love to see what Nemechek could do coming from the rear of this field. See if he could get all the way through everybody. Or even on this final restart if we just go ahead and lose them a couple spots here. But yeah, here we go. Alright. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hopefully you guys are excited for this race. I know I'm excited for the finish here. Certainly excited for tomorrow's NASCAR Cup Series race. Alright, here we go. Man. So far we got 2 people voting for John Hunter Nemechek to win this race, and we got Sammy Smith as the other vote. So let's see. Can we get a few more votes on the poll? That'd be great. Love to see if we get that poll up to, I don't know. Let's see if we can get up to 10 votes. I think 10 votes would be pretty cool. Oh, there we go. Somebody put in a vote. Somebody thinks someone other than Nemechek, Sheldon Creed, or Sammy Smith wins this thing. Guessing that must be a vote on having confidence in or not Allgaier, but we are missing Allgaier, but who else are we missing? I feel like there's another fast driver we're missing. But yeah, we're missing out on a couple drivers here at the front. But yeah, here we go. But yeah, here we go. Oh, and say someone thinks Brandon Jones is gonna win this race. That's an interesting thought. I don't know if I would necessarily be the one to pick that, but hey, he is up to 3rd place here, so he might have a shot. Question is, are we gonna see a yellow here? I assume if we see a yellow, which I would hope we will. But yeah, right now, man. Oh, he was your pick from the start. Okay, nice. Yeah, my pick at the start. Oh, we got a yellow flag here, but or not yellow flag. Sorry, we got pit stops happening, not yellow flag. Green flag still out. We got pit stops occurring under the green flag. Sheldon Creed coming down pit road. But yeah, right now though, my pre-race pick at the start of the race was Chandler Smith. Oh, Chandler Smith almost went and wrecked the 2 car on the pit road there. Sammy Smith coming to pit road here. So here comes Sammy Smith. So Sammy Smith coming to pit road. Doing 4 tires. Weatherman. Mosack on pit road. John Hunter Nemechek, he's got to pit this next time by, though, as soon as he saw everybody else pit. Yeah, I mean, they're going to be gaining time until then, but here we go. And there goes Connor. Is that... No, it was Nemechek. I thought that was Mosack. I thought that said Mosack at the top of the board, and it's like, wait, what? Alright, here we go. Berry on pit road. Josh Berry. He's going to be driving a cup car next year, so maybe we can see him win an Xfinity Series title before he gets up to Cup. That'd be nice. Certainly would be a vote of confidence for him driving that number 4 car next year. But yeah, here we go, man. There goes Brandon Jones coming in for his pit stop here. 4 tires and fuel. We'll have to wait and see where he ends up cycling out here. Here comes Nemechek and Cole Custer both to pit road. So Cole Custer, Nemechek both coming to pit road here. And here we go. We're getting towards the end of this race. It's going to be building. Of course, if you guys are excited for the end of this race, hit the like button and subscribe for more, because we got another live stream coming up tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be more rested for that one, because yeah, it was a long day at work. But yeah, here we go. Hopefully I can get everything done for the stream tonight, though, so I don't have to worry about it when I get home from after the or before the stream tomorrow. Sammy Smith, where does he end up cycling out to his teammate? Oh, whoa! Sam Mayer was coming in with a head of steam to his pit box, and only doing 2 tires here because he ended up too close to the wall. He couldn't do the other 2 tires, which is not good. I don't know why he was pitting so fast. Did they increase pit road speed this week? I didn't think they increased the pit road speed this week. I know they did last week at Atlanta, but that still wasn't for the part of pit road that you drive on. And he was going really quick. But yeah, here we go. So here we go. Chandler Smith coming out of pit road. Parker Retzloff on pit road. All right, let's see. Nemechek is cycled out so far ahead of Sammy. Here we go. Mystic, who are you talking about? Are you talking about Mayer sliding through his pit box? Because I could definitely see that being a factor. Or I can also see you talking about me, because I'm pretty much an idiot when it comes to this kind of stuff. But yeah, man, I'm also really tired. But yeah, here we go. Daniel Hemrick here on pit road, making his potentially final stop. Austin Dillon, though, he is going to be the X factor here today. He's pitted the latest of anybody in this race. He pitted just after the second stage ended. But here we go. Man, my head hurts a bit too, but here we go. Getting ready for a pretty good, hopefully a pretty good run here to the checkers. I know I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. I say, right now though, Joe Graff Jr. is out here running still. I'm not sure why he's still out here running right now, but so here we go. So man, I mean, right now the top 4 have all stayed out a considerable margin here. Graff, Dillon, Allgaier, and Williams. Gonna be curious to see what ends up happening here. But did Graff come to pit road, or is he gonna get passed here by Dillon? I saw him drop down on my leaderboard. Let's see. Austin Dillon breathing all over the back of the leader's neck. But yeah, here we go. It's gonna be really tough to win the race from here because yeah. Oh! Parker Retzloff around, and that's going to be a yellow flag. That's going to change this race. Parker Retzloff around, and that brings out another caution. Oh, wait, no, not Parker Retzloff. Kyle Sieg in the 28. That was Kyle Sieg going around, not Parker Retzloff. It looked like Retzloff's car. But this yellow, it's going to bring out this interesting factor here. Let's see what ends up happening here. Yep. Yeah, I saw it was Sieg, not Parker Retzloff. Originally, I thought it looked like Retzloff's car because they only kind of showed a really zoomed out angle at first. But yeah, no, it was It wasn't Retzloff, it was Sieg. But yeah, here we go. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's on Barry? The spin's on Barry? Uh-oh. Let's see. I missed the replay. I didn't realize they were showing it. That's a that live shot there. Love to see a replay of that because yeah, I wasn't really paying the most attention there. Wait, we have only 16 cars on lead lap. Wow, that's impressive. Curious as to who ends up getting this free pass, though, because they're arguing about who's supposed to get it. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Alright, pit road is open this time by, and we've got cars coming to pit road. Can't really see which ones right now because I'm cleaning my glasses real quick, but yeah. Yeah, this is really kind of giving Austin Dillon his exact timeline for when he needed to pit. He was waiting to see if he would get the opportunity to pit that would work for him, but ultimately he didn't. And yeah, here we go. So we're under caution here with about 40 laps to go. It's going to be an interesting one here. So Austin Dillon and Allgaier are the first two off. Oh, Joe Graff Jr. with an issue coming into his pit box. He just missed it. I don't know what it is with drivers and missing their pit box tonight. But yeah, here we go. Here we go. So the NASCAR Cup Series heads to New Hampshire tomorrow, hopefully. Who's my favorite NASCAR Xfinity Cup and truck drivers? I'll go with Cup first because that's the one that I think is probably the best, and I've said it the most as well. It's pretty close. It's pretty close between McDowell, Kyle Busch, and Stenhouse being my big three in Cup. Although I'm also a big Allmendinger fan, but I kind of considered Allmendinger on my Xfinity list for a while, but now he's up in Cup too, so it's really a big four now for my favorites in Cup. In Xfinity, I really like a lot of the up. I just like rooting for a lot of the up and comers. I mean, Chandler and Sammy Smith have both been pretty cool. Sheldon Creed is another one I like to root for from time to time, but yeah, it's just kind of rooting for the good storyline, honestly, whenever I'm watching Xfinity, and honestly, same thing with trucks. I'm trying to think. Kligerman's one that I really like to root for, even though he isn't always necessarily the best storyline. And certainly if he won every race, he wouldn't be the best storyline, but yeah. Kligerman's one I like to root for, especially when he goes down to trucks and makes some of his one-off starts. So here we go. But yeah. Trying to think if there's any other truck-only guys that I like. I mean, Matt Benedetto's cool, although I think, again, he's kind of found his spot. I'm not necessarily a proponent that thinks he should be moving back up the grid into the Cup or Xfinity Series too soon. But here we go. But yeah, I love all the drivers though that have some good storylines behind them. Which there's quite a few, honestly. If you look through the Xfinity Series, love to see Hailie Deegan make the move up to Xfinity at this point because it seems like she is stuck in absolute neutral in trucks. And if she did do a season in Xfinity, we could finally put to rest. Is it just the fact that she doesn't blend with trucks, or is it the fact that she isn't as good as we really thought 3, 4, 5 years ago when she was rocketing through the K&N West and the ARCA series? Because she was doing very well in K&N West at the time. I think she won 2, 3, or 4 races there. But ultimately, since going to trucks, we have not seen anything from Hailie Deegan. So, but yeah, I think Cup is definitely the easiest ones to see, and it helps when one of my favorite Cup drivers, Kyle Busch, goes down to trucks somewhat frequently. But yeah, well, hey, thanks for the sub. But yeah, yeah, McDowell was kind of that first underdog that I really started rooting for because I loved the look of his '95 car back in 2017 when I was kind of at my first real split in terms of who I was rooting for, because my all-time favorite, Carl Edwards, ended up retiring on me. And really I started pulling for him back in really about 2016, but 2017 was when I had to make the choice. But oh, we got a slide. Who is that? Brandon Jones, massive save. Oh, Josh Berry with a massive tire rub. This is going to be a yellow for sure. No way this is going to stay green, right? What? okay, he didn't get to pit road here. He's going to do a full lap burning that tire down. And unless he's Kyle Larson, I don't think you can do a full burnout, a full lap doing a burnout here. But how did Brandon Jones save that car? Like, that car should have been wrecked about 5 different ways before it got to the corner, and somehow it didn't wreck. And there's no way Barry. Okay, Barry. The tire rub does look a lot less significant here, but I think that's just because he's lowered his speed. But he needs to get to pit road if he doesn't want to blow a tire here. But man, how did he save that though? I mean, usually if a car gets that sideways, it goes around unless it's in the hands of Kyle Larson. Brandon Jones is not Kyle Larson. Alright, let's see what happened here. So, Brandon Jones went down the track trying to block it. Looked like Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith tagged him just a little bit on the inside, and it forced him up the track into Sheldon Creed and Josh Berry there. Oh, Jeremy Clements is back up into the top 10 after the wreck. Wow, I didn't even realize he got up there in the middle of all the mess that we just saw, where Josh Berry and all of them got collected there. But hey, yeah, good job on Jeremy Clements getting this one. But yeah, looking at tomorrow though, I was looking at the weather for New Hampshire. The weather does not look great. I will probably default back to my normal go-to for rain delay content, unless you guys have a preference. But I'll probably end up doing, say my normal default is hooking up the Switch and going with some Mario Kart. Anyone to say, if you guys have any other suggestions though for some rain delay content, because it looks like we may have a seriously long rain delay and or a full rain out. But yeah, hey, you know what? That is grit there. Whenever you can get put down like that and end up continuing to fight up to, now he's back in 12th place. Lost a couple of those spots back, but again, continuing to fight here. Yeah, I will say your top five prediction is looking a lot more realistic now than it was an hour ago when he got collected. But here we go. They're going to a commercial break. We're going to stay here. But here we go. Right now, top 5 is Nemechek, Custer, Sammy Smith, Chandler Smith, and Sam Mayer. So it's a pretty good lineup here at the top of the grid. But yeah, so again, if you guys have any other suggestions as to what you guys would like to see for some rain delay content during tomorrow's live stream, because again, it looks like it will probably be a rain delayed race. But yeah, if not, Mario Kart is definitely an option we can do, and I have a ton of fun doing Mario Kart. Yeah. Here we go, though. We're just kind of waiting it out here. They're rolling, though. Just kind of looking, trying to see what's going on, because it's hard to see, because for the NASCAR nonstop, they go to this blimp cam that's so zoomed out you can barely see what cars are on the track. But yeah. Right now, though, I mean, again, that top 5 not changing too much. Allgaier, Creed, Williams going to be trying to fight it out inside the top 10. Trying to break into that top 5. Clements is still back in 13th place, but again, the fight can continue as long as they keep going here. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. Austin Hill looking to the inside here on Brandon Jones. Oh, Brandon Jones with the run off the corner, able to hold off Austin Hill here for the 10th position for now. We'll have to wait and see, though, because it looks like Hill, I think, has the better cornering speed but the 9 car got the better run off the corner that time. So it's going to be interesting to see what ends up happening here as we go later and later into this race. As I say, we don't have very much longer in this one, so here we go. Here we go. So Creed trying to hold off Williams here inside the top 10. Who would have picked that to be a battle at the beginning of the race? When we get to about 20 laps to go, we would have Williams and Creed fighting inside the top 10. But yeah, here we go. I would love to see him park it in victory lane one of these days, though, with Josh Williams. But yeah, right now though, Sammy Smith is looking really off the pace right now. He's still somewhat competitive. I mean, he's 4th place, but he's just not able to keep anybody behind him right now. Chandler Smith just came up behind him, passed him easy, and cleared him. But right now, we're just kind of hoping to see the... Austin Hill popped up into the top 10 there for a moment. He's fighting side by side with Brandon Jones. NASCAR, can we get a camera on that? It's Jones and Hill battling back and forth. Come on. That looks like a great battle. Trading spots back and forth. Side by side for the 10th position here. I mean, I know it's only 10th, but can we talk about it, please, NASCAR? Can we show it? So I know what's actually happening for sure. No, we're going to show Allgaier and somebody else before the race. I don't know, is that Sam Mayer? Or is that, yeah, that's Sam Mayer. Hard to tell. I thought it might have been Gregson there for a minute. But no, the Junior Motorsports logo on the fire suit tells me it's not Gregson. But yeah, here we go. Oh, Sam Mayer though, slow in front of Allgaier here. Let's see. Are we still seeing that fight between Hill and Jones, or has it died down here? So Sam Mayer in 5th spot is running on only 2 tires and not by choice, which is incredible to see him going out there and running well on tires that he didn't even mean to end up on, only 2. So here we go. This is a fight, though. Yeah, I have Discord. I don't have a YouTube channel community, but I can set one up if you guys would like to have if you guys would like me to set up a Discord community for us. But yeah, right now though, we got side by side. It's Allgaier and Sam Mayer, and oh, there we go. Now we got a camera on the battle between Brandon Jones and Austin Hill. About time. Let's see, though. I say, Sam Mayer putting up some pretty good defense despite not really having the speed to pull away from his teammate down the straightaways here. Oh, yeah, the link that's in my description is probably expired. Yeah, because I'd never think to actually update the links that are in my description most of the time. But yeah. Yeah, I think that link is probably from like 5-6 years ago, back when I was making primarily Pokemon content. I don't even think that server still exists at this point, so. Yeah, I can go and make a new one, though, and I'll have it up for the Cup race tomorrow. So if you pop in here tomorrow, I'll have the updated link in the description, along with a couple other things, hopefully, that'll be ready for tomorrow. But 15, under 15 to go here, though. John Hunter Nemechek he's starting to gap Cole Custer, and it's looking like we might be getting ready for this parade here for John Hunter Nemechek. Thinking of what is this? Is this his 4th or 5th win on the season in the Xfinity Series? So he's. I'm assuming he's points leader, right? Let's see. Yeah, he's regular season points leader right now. And yeah, this would be win number 4 for him on the season. But yeah, so here we go. Let's say this has definitely been a great season for John Hunter Nemechek. I'm glad to see him doing as well as he is after taking that step back from the NASCAR Cup Series, because he ran a season in Cup. What was that? Was that 2020 he ran in Cup, and then he I'm assuming that was just him shifting there. Saw fire coming out of the tailpipe, but I know the Cup cars were doing that the whole time while they were shifting. But yeah. So here we go. Ben Bayshore. Okay, I didn't realize Ben Bayshore was on his pit box, but yeah. Ultimately, though, that decision after his Cup season when he went to that number 38 car in the Front Row Motorsports team, he came down to he took those 2 steps. In fact, I think I made a video on it at the time that it was, is it going to be 2 steps backwards or is it 1 step forward? Because he was stepping down to trucks, but he went to KBM and was able to end up putting himself in position for. Oh, Parker Retzloff is around. Parker Retzloff is backwards, and we got a yellow flag here with 10 laps to go. Yellow flag flies with 10 laps to go here. I'm curious to know what happened there to potentially flat tire, because the entire tire carcass looks like it's not on the rim, so possibly a flat tire there for Parker Retzloff, leading to a really fast crash there on corner entry. That just seems weird to spin completely around, though, that early before the corner. Yeah, I agree. Not sure which voice that is in the booth. I think it's Steve Letarte, but kind of hard to tell some of these voices in the booth apart. But yeah, it sounded like Steve Letarte there. But yeah, it seemed really early in the corner to have already been completely backwards, even with a tire down. But yeah, ultimately though, glad to see him. Glad to see Parker out the car and walking under his own power, because anytime there's a big hit, you're always kind of worried that you're gonna see you're always worried about that first driver to find potentially an injury, like Ryan Blaney when he found that one bit of wall at Nashville. It didn't have safer barrier on it. The only part. So here we go. Say everybody's gonna. I think everybody, and I mean everybody, doesn't want the 20 car to be the control car for this restart after what happened earlier in this race. I think literally the only person that might want John Hunter Nemechek as the control car is John Hunter Nemechek. Because everybody else is going to be trying to play the guessing game to try and figure out exactly where he is, where he's going to go. And that guessing game, when you're dealing with race cars of this pace and nobody coming? No takers on pit road. Let's see. Oh, come on. They cut away. I think Austin Hill and Brandon Jones may have been leading a group onto pit road here. We'll have to wait and see, but looked like it. So hopefully we can get back racing. It'll probably be with about 5 laps to go here in the NASCAR Cup Series race here. Whew. But man, I mean, honestly, the last few weeks for NASCAR have been amazing. I mean, you had Shane Van Gisbergen winning at Chicago. In fact, you had Ross Chastain getting his first intermediate win the week before that at Nashville, even leading into Shane Van Gisbergen getting his first win in his first career start at Chicago. Then led into what was potentially race of the year. I think we will be talking later this year about that second Atlanta race potentially being race of the year, although it was ultimately cut short, leading to the leading to both stage 2 and the race ending under cautions. The stage 2 wasn't a weather caution that it ended under, but it was just another caution. So that's kind of the only thing I think that will ultimately be a little bit of a mar there on. So Brandon Jones did pit, by the way, and I think that's going to be the only thing that really mars the Atlanta race is the fact that both the race and second stage ended under cautions. But I still think it very well could be a contender for race of the year when we get down to the end of it. I think summer Daytona, summer fall Talladega, and fall Bristol, I think, are the 3 other races I would be really curious to see, and we might see race of the year at. Although Watkins Glen a couple of times has produced race of the year caliber races. I mean, thinking back through a few of those where Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski would end up in dust ups. There were quite a few good Watkins Glen races. Then you have the fuel mileage scare that led to Chase Elliott's first win at Watkins Glen, so certainly wouldn't doubt that the Glen could put on race of the year quality racing. Here we go. They bunched up and ready to go racing here. I think Jeff Burton should explain what he did to have that one car from like 20 years ago at this point, that when he led every lap in one of the New Hampshire races. I can't remember what year it was, but Jeff Burton did lead every lap in the NASCAR Cup Series race here at New Hampshire. Again, about 20 years ago, I think, give or take. Hard because I'm only 21, so I don't really have the best of knowledge of what happened when I was still in diapers, but yeah. Here we go. And let's say, I like John Hunter's chances in the front. I just don't know if I like the chances of literally the rest of the field surviving if John Hunter Nemechek's control car here. But here we go. We're going to get to see, because Nemechek is on the outside. He is the control car. They're going to be going to 4 to go. It'll be 4 to go when they take the green. 4 laps to go here. What can they do here? That is going to be the question here. Green flag is out, and they are racing him. He went early in the zone. I think he actually caught a few people off guard, but luckily no wreck this time. And Nemechek able to get clear, and we got a spin in the midfield. It's Sam Mayer. I think that's Austin Dillon piled in. Burton. Brandon Jones. Joe Graff Jr. with major damage there. Connor Mosack also getting a ton of damage, it looks like, in the middle there. But certainly I think Joe Graff Jr. got the worst of that, and we're going to overtime. So we are heading to overtime here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race from New Hampshire. Oh my, I wish I were there in person this time. Man, who could have predicted that the Xfinity race would be this good? Oh, that is a lot of fire. Just get out of it, Joe. Joe Graff Jr., just get out of that car. That is on fire. You're on fire, and not in a good way. No offense. But, yeah. All right, so what ended up spinning him out? Oh, I don't know. I think the car that dove up the inside on I think whatever car that was that dove. All right, who was that dove inside here on Sam Mayer? I think he was partially to blame there. Yeah, I mean, Sammy Smith, I think, is mostly to blame, but Allgaier there, which was the red car I was looking at, holds a little bit to blame, I think, from looking at it. Although, again, it's kind of one of those things where it's a little hard to tell exactly who did what there. But yeah, I think mostly on Sammy Smith for sure. But I don't know that. Say I'm not sure that with the angle Allgaier was going at, though, I'm not sure that Sammy Smith made it to the end of the corner regardless. Although he actually did, Sammy Smith did get through the wreck after kind of leaving carnage behind him. Yeah, it definitely wasn't intentional, but man, yeah, there's no doubt it was Sammy's fault. I just don't know that you could have done much different because with where the 7 was, I don't see that ending anywhere different if Sammy had been careful. So, still time to go ahead and put your vote in for who you guys think's going to win this race. Looking like Nemechek has a pretty good shot here as he's going to be the race leader here for overtime as we are going to be getting ready for it. But who knows? Maybe. Wait, Chandler Smith is up to second. What? How did. Okay, so. I'm going to say Chandler Smith, Cole Custer, Sheldon Creed up there into the top 5. Allgaier up into the top 5. So there's some contenders up there in the mix. Curious to see how they end up doing. Of course, you guys are enjoying the live stream. Hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future live streams. We're going to be live tomorrow for the NASCAR Cup Series race, doing this again. So, obviously, you don't want to miss out on that. We've been doing this for most of the Xfinity and Truck Series, and I think the only race I've missed so far was Dover that was rain delayed to a Monday. I think that was the only race I actually missed the broadcast for, which was a little bit of a bummer, but yeah. I do have a playlist of all the live streams if you want to go back and rewatch any of them, but I don't know who is interested in that. But I'm sure there's always that one person who's looking for some long form, just kind of almost podcast style content. But yeah. For the most part, though, I've also started going and grabbing clips and turning some of them into shorts, so. Yeah, and then there was the pile up behind them. They're showing some of the highlights, or in this case, low lights from the race, like the stack up on the restart. But yeah, also the new series I started with Fantasy Friday. The New Hampshire episode came out yesterday. I also made a short from that. So if you guys play the NASCAR fantasy game on the app, go ahead and check that out for some of my personal fantasy opinions, as well as I shared my personal NASCAR fantasy lineup with you guys for New Hampshire. So, those are some of the things that are new on the channel. But of course, we're getting ready for overtime, so check those out after this. But yeah. Trying to think of what else I've got on the channel. Possibly might be doing a NASCAR Heat 5 career mode here. Problem is that my game keeps crashing when I try and do it on the new car, so I might end up having to do a career mode on the old cars instead, if you guys would like to see that at least. But I don't know if people would be interested in a NASCAR Heat 5 career mode on the old car set at this point, because the old car set we've had since 2020. But yeah, right now they're talking with the crew chief for Chandler Smith here. He's going to be starting on the outside of the front row, or He's going to be starting wherever John Hunter Nemechek doesn't choose to restart. My guess is Nemechek will probably choose the outside like he has on almost every restart. So Chandler will actually get the inside front row here. But, man, we're getting ready for overtime here. Hopefully you guys are excited. I know I am. And it's choose cone time? Nope. No, not choose cone time. Okay. It looked like they were all set for choose cone, and I thought we were going to see Chandler give up the front row spot by going behind John Hunter Nemechek. But yeah, here we go. So here we go, getting ready for the restart. Choose cone should be this time by, though. I don't see any reason why they should prolong it any further than this. We're currently looking at looks like they're estimating about 6 laps of overtime that we're going to ultimately go, but it'll be a 2-lap restart whenever we end up going green. So here we go, and man, John Hunter Nemechek has had some cool wins. I will say that much. I mean, a fiery win at, where was that? Was that Martinsville, or where did he catch fire at? I'm trying to remember what race it was. Yeah, it was Martinsville where he caught fire and burned the car down. He won Atlanta, so yeah. Yeah, so he's got some pretty good wins on the year so far for Nemechek. Hope he can keep it up. So, looks like he's in a pretty good spot here to win this one. Although, pre-race pick was Chandler Smith for me, so the guy I wasn't really convinced of. I had barely convinced myself that I was picking Chandler Smith when I picked him, because I even said it right after I picked him that I thought John Hunter Nemechek was probably the better pick. Now I get to see them restart on the front row together. Let's go. Man, I'm excited for this one, though. Hopefully you guys are too. Alright, come on. Let's get the choose cone going so that we can get this thing restarted. Alright, here we go. Yeah, we are coming to the choose right now, so let's see. Where is the 20? 20 goes to the top. Chandler follows the 20! Uh-oh. So it's going to be very hard for Chandler to win from there. Solid points day for Chandler Smith, for sure, but it's going to be very hard for Chandler Smith to win from the outside second row. He gave up the front row, though. So the front row he gave to Cole Custer here. It's going to be I'm curious to see how that one ends up playing out here at the end, but ultimately we've got this one ready to go. Let's see. Yeah, you don't want to hit, but you want to maybe wait and be able to time it so that you can push after they get rolling. That way you can give a nice, very effective push. Because that's kind of the difference. You don't want to be on their bumper until they're moving forward already, until they've kind of launched. But once they've launched, you want to be as close to that rear bumper as possible. That way you can try and close in here. Green flag is out, and we are racing. It is overtime at New Hampshire. And John Hunter Nemechek leads them into turn 1. Looks like a nice clean restart here. Sheldon Creed on the inside, taking it 3 wide to start this overtime attempt here. Going down the back straightaway, though, it looks like Chandler Smith has come out in second place. Can Chandler Smith find a place to find a win here as we go through turns 3 and 4? Coming to the white flag, and we are officially at the white flag. And oh! They are wrecked behind! This is over! John Hunter Nemechek wins under the caution flag as the yellow flag flies for the wreck behind. Cole Custer and Sheldon Creed spin. And all Nemechek has to do is get back to the line here under the caution flag, and he will be the winner. Nobody's allowed to pass him, so all he has to do is not spin himself out, pretty much. But yeah, John Hunter Nemechek wins this one in dramatic fashion there. But man, I want to know what happened here for to cause that wreck. But yep, here we go. John Hunter Nemechek wins the race at New Hampshire. Man, whew, that was crazy. But man, glad to see John Hunter Nemechek getting the win here at New Hampshire. And let's see what happened to bring this caution out here. So, I say, either Custer got loose or Custer tried to retaliate. I'm not sure which one. But Custer decided he was not going to back out when Creed tried to squeeze him there. But yeah, not a great look for Cole Custer. Because it looks like he just turned right into the honestly, I think that aerial cam is even worse. I think there is I think it's very likely that 0-0 was a revenge attempt there. But we'll have to wait and see what the rest of the field ends up looking like to see who got what for spots. Unofficially, it's John Hunter Nemechek, Chandler Smith, Austin Hill, Daniel Hemrick, and Sammy Smith. They're going to be using. They're going to have to go back to time of caution and photos and stuff to try and figure out the rest of the lineup. But yeah, Allgaier, Jeb Burton, Josh Williams, Brett Moffitt coming home with a top 10 finish, and Patrick Emmerling comes home with a top 10 finish as well here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I'm going to quickly run through the remainder of the top 10. I want to hear what those two had to say after the wreck, although it might not be quick. So if you guys were just here for the race, of course, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you in the next video. But I'm going to run through the rest of the finishing order and wait for the interviews with Custer and Creed. But yeah, so we had Mason Massey in the 08 getting all the way up into 11th place. Austin Dillon in the 10 comes home 12th after being involved in the caution that sent us to overtime. Kaz Gralla, after the wreck in practice, comes home 13th in a backup car. 14th was Alex LeBay, the Canadian. Then Josh Berry, the Kevin Harvick replacement driver here, comes home 15th. 16th, Sam Mayer. 17th, Ryan Ellis. 18th, Brandon Jones. 19th for Jeremy Clements. On the lead lap, though. Riley Herbst in the 20 spot. And then Sheldon Creed and Cole Custer, the last two cars on the lead lap, mainly just because they crossed the line to start the final lap as they were crashing. Then you had Kyle Sieg, Brendan Poole, and Blaine Perkins, the first couple of guys that are laps down, rounding out your top 25. Then you have Connor Mosack, Kyle Weatherman, CJ McLaughlin, Joe Graff Jr., and Chris Hacker rounding out your top 30. Parker Retzloff, Parker Kligerman. Not a good day to be a Parker. Ryan Sieg, Anthony Alfredo, and Chad Fincham rounding out your top 35. And then Stephen Parsons, Raja Karuth, and Greg Van Alst all having issues early in the race and being out of the race way early. So right now they're talking with John Hunter Nemechek here. And yeah, looks like we're definitely dropping viewers here. But I want to hear what Cole Custer had to say. And hopefully they'll show that one. Oh yeah, I forgot to end the poll. But yeah, so we finally had some people actually hit on the poll answer there. So people actually got it finally. But yeah, I want to hear from Cole Custer and whatnot, but I'm guessing they're going to need to go to the infield care center first. We'll have to wait and see, but yeah. So right now I'm just listening to John Hunter Nemechek as he's thanking everybody for his with his win here. Man. So here we go. So yeah, they're just talking with John Hunter Nemechek. Thank you again for everybody that tuned in. This was an amazing turnout for the stream. Hopefully we can have a great turnout tomorrow afternoon as well for the NASCAR Cup Series, assuming that we get it in. I know the odds are that it's going to be raining, so I will have my Switch hooked up for some Mario Kart filler gameplay. But, yeah. Okay, talking about how Christopher Bell gave him some tips, and obviously Christopher Bell on pole for tomorrow's Xfinity Series, or for tomorrow's Cup Series race. Also, he has one of the best long-run cars from looking at the practice times. I didn't get a chance to watch any of practice because I was at work, but man, that race, though. What a race. But, yeah, ultimately, though, not a great finish for, or not a great end of the race for those two. But it looks like they're not going to give us the commercial, or the interview, so I'm going to just end off the stream. Of course, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like on the stream, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Live stream, whatever you guys had to do with the rest of your day. Have a great day, everybody, and goodbye!